Yo, what's up, little homie?
Hey, how are you, sir?
I'm good. What's up with you?
Nothing. Just enjoying this beautiful Sunday afternoon walk.
Cool. Well, that's what's up. Well, I've just been checking in, with all my little homies and, everybody, like my clients and everybody, just kind of checking in because, I like to learn. I like to grow. So I'm just pretty much asking everybody the same question, and that is, like, what have you experienced from me? Now, you have to keep in mind, right, we've been riding for almost 8 years. It'll be 8 years this year. So, what have you learned from, experiencing me as a person, as a coach, and all that good stuff?
All right. Last years, wow. Let me go back to the beginning of time when we started. What I've learned from you is, where do I begin? I mean, you're definitely a role model. You definitely showed great examples of how life can be for someone, or as a young black man in life. When I first met you, I was like 19, and I was just wanted to experience new things and see how life could be in the future for me. And you had all that. You had you had a job. You had your own spot. You lived a life somewhat like how I wanted to live my life. So you definitely had good intentions. Set great examples. You were funny, and at the same time, you were there for us. When I mean us, me and my brother Jimmy, and so yeah. And then years down the road, we evolved, and definitely you have. And that's one of the things the role model came into place, is that you kind of set us an example of things could turn out the way if you put your mind to it and you have willpower. And definitely things don't come easy, but at the same time, you showed us how to get over that wall and always keep focused. And for one of the biggest examples is the Delta influence. That's your baby, that's your business, and you went through a lot of adversity, but you conquered it. And look at you now, and it's great. You're doing your thing. Things are looking good on your end. A lot of people is recognizing what the Delta influence is, and that's a great example to set out for anyone. Anyone who has a dream, anyone who wants to do something in life, anyone who wants to change their lifestyle for the better. You definitely prove that. And so yeah, that's how I see you, man. I see you as definitely a role model, definitely a father figure, definitely a friend. Most definitely a homie, a big homie. Yeah, and your shoulder. I can't say shoulder. Shoulder. A soldier. There you go. You're a soldier. Okay. All right, and you ready to tackle you ready to go at war anytime. And I'm not war. We're killing people and stuff like that, but going to war against adversity and things that come in your way. You're like, nah, you're not going to knock me down. I'm going to fight for what I believe in. And there you go. And at the end, you conquer. So, yeah, man.
And I appreciate that. I mean, because, you were there from the very beginning of Delta Influence, right? I mean, right. You were there. You were the person to call me and say, hey, Andre, have you ever thought about being a life coach?
Right.
And then the next day, I enrolled. So, I mean, you've been there, so you definitely see it. So I definitely appreciate that. So just one more thing, just the last thing. Like, what would be think about you and your story and where you came from, where you are, and all of that. What was the biggest thing you're taking away? Like, what was the biggest difference?
Where I am right now, the biggest difference from where I am now from the day we met each other?
Or what's the biggest thing that you've taken away? What's the biggest thing you've learned from me? Like the biggest thing that stood out the most?
It's a lot. I'm trying to think which one comes to my head first. I would have to say what I got out from you was the big boy conversation. that night when we had the big boy conversation. And it wasn't only because of me modeling. It was, now that I'm thinking about it, it was just a lot for everything. And it showed me not to be afraid and really take that first step forward and have courage,
Right.
And I applied it to everything. I applied that to coming to New York. I'm applying that to get myself into college and finishing college. Get myself being there for my daughter, being a dad, taking up responsibilities. I took not being selfish, stop thinking about myself and think about other people. So I would say ever since that big boy conversation, that was a true conversation that that was so unique, and that could that's one of the best advices I got from people that are close to me. And so yeah, I'll say that.
Well, I appreciate that because that happened probably about 5 years ago.
Right.
So it's been a while. So to know that you still think about it and know that it made that much of an impact, that's big. So, but again, I don't want to hold you. I just really want to check in. I appreciate all the kind words, and I'm here. So if you ever need anything, just let me know.
All right. No problem, man.
All right. Well, I appreciate it. I'm going to talk to you soon, all right?
All right.
All right.
All right.